Hello, welcome.
Sorry.
Wasn't you? The camera was still on. Still wasn't turned on. Wasn't recording it. Anyway. Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. We are in the dining room, I guess we call it. Technically, okay. We're in the dining room. There's more space. The lighting's better. So anyway. I'm starting to grab these totes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 rucks, ranging from one of these little dinky things here all the way to a large military ruck, full of gear. I'm not even going to mess with those right now. They're just sitting right here, and that's where they're going to stay now. So, well, not stay, but
I beg your pardon?
that's where they're going to be for now. Got this first tote, this blue one here. Opened it up, and here's another small bag, which I need to fill up with stuff and use.
You need to?
Yes.
That's the one Michael Jalund.
This is the one Michael Jalund. It's a gear bag.
It's a nice little bag.
It's a Ozark Trails gear bag. I'm going to leave that out because I need to use that as a ruck or some sort of bag. Anyway, inside this military wet weather bag is a military pup tent. It's well, you know what? I don't know how many of you guys have ever actually seen an actual military tent. This is not the specific one I had in basic training, but it is exactly the same thing. So it comes with 4 tent pegs, and what happens is you take these tent pegs and you put them together like so, and then it makes 2 tent pegs, and that's actually the height of the entire tent. And I do have some stakes and some cordage in there that is not part of the actual military issue. The actual issue is these 4 pegs and this. And this thing hasn't been unwrapped in a long time. But it's... There we go. Oh, man. Still smells like an army warehouse.
Smells like a park?
It smells like an army warehouse.
Smells like a park.
Anyway, this is it. It's kind of a triangular piece of gear here. It's nice and thick, and it's got some really nice snaps on it. And then in the middle it snaps together, and it just makes a little tent. Yeah. If I was outside, I'd show you what it looks like. It'd be fun. I'm gonna let this air out a tad bit because, like I said, it's been a while. There we go. So that, along with, I'm not sure if this is a blanket or whether, nope, this is I took one of these blankets and I made a hooded poncho out of it. Bingo bango, just like that. I sewed that. I think I did a video on it. But I have wore this out in the middle of winter. I've wore this out into the woods when I was traipsing around out there. And it is very warm. So here is a nice little poncho that could actually become a tent. It could be a small pup tent type thing, just like the military issue, just a smaller. It's very warm, it's nice, it's comfortable, and it allows free movement, and it covers up my entire body. It goes, well, when worn correctly, it goes down to my feet. There we go. It goes all the way down to my feet. It doesn't actually cover my feet, but it is pretty close. Basically, just take a blanket, turn it on one of its edges so you can make a diamond, and cut a hole in the center of it, and then I made a hood and sewed a hood onto it, and that's basically it. So if I can, and I've said this a few times and still haven't done it, but if I can find the link to it on my YouTube channel, I'll try to link it below in the description box. But truly, I just suggest, if you're interested in this or anything else that you see, just nose around my channel for a while. It does have a space where you can type in keywords, right?
I'm sorry, what, baby?
Your YouTube channel has a little space you can type in keywords and it'll find videos for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you go.
It's just in a search. I mean, now if you're on your own channel and you need to search your content, go into your studio.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah, if you go into your studio and go into your content, then you can search.
Yeah, but there's a place on everybody's channel you can do a search. Yeah, that little spot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a little arrow thing, and if you keep pushing that arrow, you go to the end of it.
I think they took that off because I was just trying to do that 2 days ago and I couldn't do it on that guy's channel.
Okay, well, anyway, it's a cool poncho. And
It keeps smelling corn, like
a large amount. I don't know, a large amount. It's a decent amount of rope.
I was gonna say large by who's pretty.
And it has a carabiner on this end. I don't know what's on the other end, oh, there it is. There's nothing on the other end. Anyway, I'm not sure what I was using this for. It's probably some sort of ridge line, or it could have actually been some cordage that I was using to climb a tree or something with. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what was in this tote itself. That was it. And it filled the tote up pretty decently. So we're going to put everything back and see if I can't find some space to shove some other stuff in here. I'd really like to have enough room so none of this stuff is in totes, but that ain't going to happen. So I have two things just sitting in there loose. A piece of tarp, which I use for shelter, which is going to go here with my shelter, and this very large camo net, which was going to be a ghillie suit and turned out to be a big ass blanket. I'm not going to unravel that at this point, but I've mentioned this many times. You know what? Why not? Because that's what this video is, right? This video is like, let's see this shit. So this stuff here, there it goes. Open this up. Just have a piece of cordage with a couple movable knots on the end of it. And that's how I hold it, and I use it like, oh man, I forgot to put my posts. Go back in here with this, which generally I have these posts inside the tarp, but there we go. Easy peasy. Alright. Now this, oh good lord, still has leaves from the last time I used it in it. It's a pain in the butt to clean, I'm telling you. Anyway, this is massive. And I'm definitely going to have to do some cleaning. And there we go. This is a huge piece of black cloth that has holes in it. I'm not netting, it's some sort of cloth netting. And then I've just taken hundreds, if not thousands, of the embroidery cord of the side or the color that's outdoorsy, and just put it onto this stuff, and then it makes a very wonderful warm blanket, and it really works nicely when you're out in the woods. Michael and I went out in the woods and
You should link that video.
hid, yes, and again, should link that video too. We hid out in the woods and tried to find each other while we were wearing this. So we kind of knew, we had a general area where we were at, but it wasn't like specific.
It's an adorable video.
Okay, Michelle really likes it, so we're going to have to find that, and we're going to try to link that one too. I'm going to make a list of videos I need to link to this. That's what we're going to do. No,
On it. Give me a
you're
second.
on it?
Oh,
Okay, she's on it. She's going to make a list of linked videos that need to be part of this video. So the first one is my, I made that poncho make. I'm sure if I type in poncho, I'll find it. And camo blanket. So anyway, here we go. This is really nice. I love this thing. So now I have to roll it back up. I'm going to let it air out a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't have a nasty smell, but I need to air it out a little bit. And I need to sweep the floor now. So
that
let's...
little vacuum that's behind my cart over here.
Yeah, I'm going to hand sweep it. I'll be right back. So it doesn't really matter how often or how well I try to clean this thing. I still get stuff like this all the time. Sticks, twigs, some dust, and some leaves. Look at that. That's what came about from that. And I did shake it out when I put it away. So there's the blanket laying over the couch. I can only see the couch because I can see the bottom part of it. If it was just this, I wouldn't be able to see it because it would be gone. Anyway, there's the couch, and there's the big blanket on the couch. And it has shown some spots. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, see, like right there, it could use a few pieces. Over the few years that I've had it, it's showing, it's not showing any wear or tear, but it's showing spots that I could do a little bit more into it. So that may have to happen in another 6 months or so. I may have to start adding some more to it. But I think this thing is fantastic. The only issue I have with this, to be totally honest, is when I started out, it was supposed to just be a little ghillie suit, and then it turned into this massive blanket, and it was overall expensive. Okay, so I've adjusted it just a little bit so you can see most the whole thing. The top of it is dangling a little bit over the couch, but this is basically the size of it, and it's huge.
Massive.
It's massive. This makes me think I should do another one and just use it as a cover on. Oh, would that be so? This would look so cool just out normal on an everyday basis.
No.
What do you think?
No.
I think it would.
I 100% completely disagree, and the answer is no.
So.
You'd be on demo in your space.
So that meant we can talk about it later.
It's a no.
Anyways, yeah, I'd honestly, this thing has probably cost me $300 or $400.
Yeah.
And
but look up buying a ghillie suit.
oh well, look up buying a ghillie blanket that big.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's
So she was a little disappointed because
a little.
Yeah, because you can get a ghillie suit for like $30-$40. But did you see any ghillie blankets?
You could not look at
No ghillie blankets.
Not on.
I have a ghillie blanket. Not only do I have a ghillie blanket, but I made that.
I made this.
I made this. This can turn into a tent. This can be used as a blanket. This can be used as shelter. It can be used as anything you want. Anything you want. When I was in the Army, I was in artillery. And we had a large camo net. Now granted, their camo nets they were. Well, they still are.
I'm sorry, my word Nazism kicks in.
But well, they were, and I'm sure they've changed them. But they had kind of a plasticky, cloth-like cutouts of camo shapes that was attached to netting, and huge. I mean, I was on a 155 millimeter howitzer. It was a towed howitzer. We had a deuce and a half that we rode in, and that camo net was massive. So anyway, and we had to unroll that damn thing and put it up, and then roll it back up, and then unroll it.
They put over the
yes, it's the one you put over your entire encampment.
Oh gosh.
So, and they have butterflies, which are basically kind of plastic, circular, rectangled pieces that's on a huge pole that we shove up into the inside of the net to hold it up. And all I'm trying to get at in my long tangent is that this as well could work as the same type thing. I could take this netting and pop up it over my shelter and create camo from anything that wants to try to find me from above. So, which I might do this year just for GP and shits and giggles. I might just set up a camp and then post this camo net up over top of it, just to kind of show everybody what I'm talking about. If you can't quite visualize it.
Do it like down in the valleys, you could go up on a hill.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Yes, if I could. There's plenty of places around here I could set it up and then go above it and film down.
That would be a cool angle to get on it.
Yeah.
Just to show what you're talking about.
There's a place in Missinawall. Remember that hill that Michael and I ran up?
I wasn't there.
There's a video for that too, by the way. Yeah, there's a video for that. Let's try to find that one.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it was labeled, but it's Missinawall trip. Michael and I went up hills. We don't have mountains here in Indiana, but we have some decent hills.
We do have corn.
We do have corn. Good, but
there's more than
there's
corn.
more than corn in Indiana. Indiana Beach. And we also have a lot of fucking soybeans too. So anyway, I'm gonna play with that this year, hopefully, and we'll see what we can do with that. This is gonna be a long freaking video if I don't shut up and get going. So in that first tote, I also had this can with lid. I love these things. These are fantastic for cooking and making cookware and all kinds of fun stuff out of. So we're gonna make sure we keep that in an area. Right now I have an area for cover, which includes tents, any kind of that sort of thing, and also that hooded winter poncho is with cover. So we're going to try to keep things somewhat organized into categories so that when I box this stuff back up and or leave it out, I have a generalized grouping in which they can go in. What's in here? Kitchendry, my favorite of favorites. I love kitchendry. So we have like 4 of these plastic little black containers from Kentucky Fried Chicken is where they came from. These are really nice plastic containers, but why do I have them for out in the woods? Because I can't cook in these. Maybe they go in my oven? I don't know if they work in my oven or not. You know what? These are gonna go, I'm gonna go throw these in the sink to be washed, and I'm going to try to sneak them into the kitchen somewhere before Michelle finds out. Shh, don't tell her. As she
I
eyeballs.
just got them out of my kitchen. They were in there. I told you get them out or put them in the trash.
Yeah, I need to throw them away, but I
The kitchen
can't.
is not the choice.
I need to throw them away, but I can't.
They're not going in the kitchen.
Okay. They're plastic, which makes me want to not take them out in the woods. Now, I could use them out there in some capacity, but not a large capacity. I can't get rid of them though, just can't do it. So anyway, we're gonna have kitchenry over here on top of the freezer. Oh, here's a pie pan. That's good kitchenry. Oh, a wonderful pot. This pot, the lid's, I can't stand the lid. It's got these little crimpy things on it, and there's like a little nails that go through, screws, and it's supposed to sit right on there, on it, and then you twist a little bit. I love this pot and the lid. I love this lid because it has holes in the top up here, and this is a fantastic freaking pot. So that is absolutely gonna stay in my kitchenry. I will be honest, the tote that will have the most stuff whatsoever in it will be my kitchenry pots and pans and stuff. Here's a Dollar Tree, I think this came from the Dollar Tree, maybe Dollar General or something, I don't know. It's a little cooker pan, which as you can see have been used a lot. Just like that. You know what I need to do? I need to have a little space that I can set that stuff on until I'm done with the video, and then I can transfer it over there so I don't keep getting up and moving around. Here is something I've been looking for. I got this on sale because I would have never purchased it if it hadn't have been. I think I got it at Walmart. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it was in the Walmart for sale thing. It is a fish-shaped grill that you open it up, you stick your meats and whatever on it, boom, close it. It's got a nice little lock, which doesn't necessarily keep it completely locked. Well, it moves, but anyway, and then you grill and cook, and you can do both sides. This is going to stay out because I've been looking for that one and the other one that's more flat. I have a mini cast iron skillet. Honestly, this really takes up space that I don't really necessarily have to do. I could barely cook an egg in this, but you know what? That might turn into a gift for Seth.
Oh, your little egg skillet?
Little egg skillet.
He would love that.
Yes. And if you link Seth and Papaw with the eggs. He and I used to sit around even in the house when we lived in
the living room, on the dining room table.
On the dining room table in the living room, I would get out some of my outdoorsy gear and we would fry up eggs and stuff. That was our thing. So cast iron skillet here. I have a bunch of these metal bowls.
Oh my gosh. He's so little.
He was. Little small ones here. I've got a couple. And then we have maybe, I guess we could call those medium sized, and we'll call these the larger versions, which is more medium. But these things here are invaluable out in the woods. I'm telling you, they're invaluable. So these things are bowls, and I got these at the Dollar Tree, and at one point They were selling them in the kitchen area, and another point I found them in the pet area where they were like dog bowls or whatever. But these things work as bowls. You can cook in them, you can store things in them, or you can put two of them together and you can make an oven. These things are so invaluable out in the woods. Got those, and I have two of them that are colanders. Again, maybe I'm not sure where I got these, but I'm thinking the Dollar Tree.
I think so.
Think maybe the Dollar Tree. Anyway, there's a couple colanders. These are fantastic for when you want to use a colander, but they also make other nice, wonderful. And you can use them. I have never, but you could use them also as some sort of oven, strainer, whatever you want. Anyway, these are not negotiable. They're staying. I have in.
Excuse me. Everything's negotiable.
Everything is negotiable. I have a military metal drinking cup, and inside of it is a can opener, some plastic spoons, spoon and fork set, which I did get from the Dollar Tree. These are really cool. It looks like, yeah, somehow the spoons got together and the forks got together. Anyway, they got these little ridges in them that lock together. So you take the two pieces, put them together, and then the little push, and bingo bango, they're together. I have two spoons and two forks in the manner as I speak there. And that's fantastic. I also have another spoon. This actually came inside of an MRE. I can't remember what country it was. I think it was the English MRE. Anyway, this came inside of an MRE. This is just a spork, and I've attached a can opener to the bottom of that, along with, oh my goodness, what else do I have in here? I have a Dollar Tree timer. I don't know if this works. Oh, it's still got the plastic seal in it, so the battery hasn't been used yet. I don't know if it really works. I'm not going to try it right now. It'll either work or it won't. I have a Wendy's spork, plastic spork, a bamboo rice paddle. Here's a little bamboo spoon. It's a rice paddle. I really, for the life of me, have no clue where I got this. It's never been opened yet, but I have that. And also never been opened from the Dollar Tree, a nutcracker with two picks. So walnuts, acorns, other nuts and stuff like that. Just in case, I have that. And again, none of that stuff is going anywhere. Here's another video to link. I made a skillet out of a Dollar Tree cookie container. Now this may not have came from the Dollar Tree though. This is one of the bigger ones. Anyway, those butter cookies, the Danish style butter cookies, I made a skillet. Now I ended up putting a piece of aluminum foil on the bottom because it did not matter how or what I cooked, it stuck in the bottom. As a matter of fact, I cooked bacon in it. Even bacon grease didn't stop stuff from sticking. But anyway, and people say all the time, oh, you can't eat out of those, there's stuff in it. I did it, and I'm still freaking alive.
It contained food, people. It's a food
yeah.
safe container.
So anyways, I took the...
That doesn't mean they're food safe for cooking.
That's true. I took the Danish style butter cookie container, and I took a wire coat hanger, and we say no more. That's right, no wire hangers. Anyway, I took that and I made a handle out of it, and surprisingly, when this is still stuck in the fire, this handle does not really get that hot, to be totally honest. But I do try to grip it with something that doesn't cause any injury to me. But there's a nice little skillet that I have used, and I'll try to link that video.
I got it for you.
She's already got it. Fantastic. Dollar Tree items, mesh strainers. 2-pack of mesh strainers. We use these bigger ones in the sink And I have a couple of these smaller ones attached to some cups and stuff that I use for straining water and things to that nature when I'm out in the woods. That way I get all the bigger bugs and the leaves and the moss and all that stuff out of the water before I boil it and make it usable to actually drink. To me, it's a necessity. I have a very dusty ceramic black cup, Dollar Tree. I love these things. We have a couple of them we actually use here in the house. I have a Dollar Tree plastic silicone hand grip, which I use. And I've got several videos where you can see me using this. I'm not going to post anything, but... And I have this interesting spoon, fork, cork, screw, knife thing that I have in there. A cooking set. Here's a camp kitchen. It's a little cook stove. Pardon me, one more. There we go. But I have this camp kitchen that has a nice little lens on it that I can use to start fire. I also have a couple three match pads that I can have for fire. I have a lighter, and then this little basket came from the Dollar Tree. And at one point, there were shrimp forks attached to this. They may be at the bottom there, but the shrimp forks acted as little stand. This would get turned upside down, and the shrimp forks would hold this up off the ground, and I would put fire underneath it and use it to cook on. Now this one hasn't been used yet because you can see that the plastic is still on it, but I have had other ones that I've disposed of that do. So,
Alright.
yes, that's there. I have a nice aluminum cup that I actually found out in the woods while I was fishing. Brought it home, cleaned it up. It works freaking fantastic. Another plastic thing. Yeah. Dollar Tree mix and serve container. It's got measurements on the sides, and it unscrews, and it's got a little pop-up lid. So this is a multi-use tool for out in the woods. So we're going to pause here real quick. I've only gone through half of this. We're going to pause real quick so I can adjust this stuff. And this is going to be a video all of its own. Just this tote here, I'm sure, is a video all of its own.